Hi everyone, Grammilee's here today and I'm glad you're here with me. I'm waiting for my friend Pocket Puppy to show up. I thought he would already be here by now, so, oh, I think I see him coming. Just a minute. Hey, Pocket Puppy. What's wrong, Pocket Puppy? You look like you're crying. Are you crying? I'm sorry. What's wrong? Well, you'll have to get out that little piece of paper out of my pocket right here. And then when you look at that, you'll know why I'm so sad. Okay, I can do that. Oh, it looks like it's a heart. You mean it was a heart? Because look at it. Look at this tear. It was a heart, but look, it's been broken in half. That makes me so sad. I'm sorry, Pocket Puppy. I guess when I first looked at it, I just thought it was this beautiful heart, but I can see there is a big, big rip in it. How did that happen? Well, you know, my friend Savine, she has a little puppy named Dobie. Oh yeah, I remember Savine's little puppy Dobie. Isn't it this little black and brown dog? Yeah, and when I was over at her house, Dobie was running back and forth all around the house, and he saw my beautiful heart laying there, and he went over there and he grabbed it, and he started chewing it and playing with it, and he ripped it in half. I know that Dobie is just a puppy, and Dobie didn't mean to tear up my heart, but he did. And now my heart's torn in two. It's ruined, and it's never going to be good again. Pocket Puppy, I am so sorry that this happened to your heart. It's really hard when you have something special that you've made or that you built and someone tears it down or knocks it down. That's really hard, and so that's what happened to your heart. You made this special heart, didn't you? Yeah. It really disappointed you when your heart got torn, and I'm very, very sorry that happened. But can I share with you something maybe that you could think about your heart, and maybe it will make you feel a little bit better? Sure. But I don't know how I'm going to feel better about a broken heart. Do you know recently I had something that was broken? No, what? I actually broke my leg. Yeah, I broke my kneecap. Let me tell you about what happened. So one day I was walking in the kitchen and I was talking on my phone while I was walking around. And I have a little doggie named Harper. Yeah, I've seen Harper before. She's really sweet. Yeah, she is. She is a sweet doggie. And she was laying in the floor of the kitchen resting. But I didn't realize that after she was finished resting, she decided to move over to her food dish. And I didn't notice that because I was talking on my phone. I was looking at my phone like this, and so I kept walking, and suddenly I tripped over Harper. And guess what? I fell on the kitchen floor. And when I did, I landed on my knee, and it broke in half. Oh no, I bet that hurt when you broke your knee. It did. And so I had to go to the doctor because now with a broken knee, I couldn't walk. And what did the doctor do? Well, he gave me a special brace for my leg. Let me show it to you. Can you see this brace on my leg? This is what the doctor gave me to wear on my leg so that my knee can heal. And it kind of helps hold the knee and keeps me from bending it too much. See, this leg right here, I don't have a brace on it. because this leg is just fine. And this kneecap is strong. It can wiggle, it can move, it can kick, it can bend. This knee is definitely better. And look, I can even bend it a little bit now. But this is what you have to have when you break your kneecap, and it actually helps it heal. That's amazing, isn't it? I'm glad the doctor had something he could put on your leg to help it get better. But I bet you felt really sad too, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I was very sad that I had broken my kneecap, because now it was going to take quite a long time for it to feel better. But there's something really cool I learned about a broken kneecap and the way that God heals it. What did you learn? Well, I learned that when my kneecap broke in two, the bones, instead of separating, they kind of stayed pretty close together. Sometimes broken bones will spread apart, but my kneecap kind of stayed close together, but there was a little crack. Yep, right in there. You got it, Pocket Puppy. And so in that crack, kind of like your broken heart, God actually began to grow back my bone together. And there's something called calcium minerals, calcium deposits, and this special strong material that God makes. He began to make it right in that area of where my kneecap was broken. And you know what is so cool about those calcium deposits and those minerals? No, what's so cool about that? When God made my body begin to grow the bone back together, for just a little while, that part of my bone was stronger than my actual kneecap bone was. What? You mean there was a part of your broken kneecap that was even stronger? Yeah, isn't that crazy? Just for a little while the bone is healing, and as it begins to heal, those little calcium pieces are actually stronger than the actual bone. That's amazing, isn't it? You mean while your kneecap was broken, God actually put something in your kneecap to help it grow stronger and to heal it? You mean God could do that with a broken kneecap? Yes. It's amazing what God does to our bodies when they're healing. But did it get stronger really fast? Well, that little part of the bone was pretty strong, but the rest of my leg was very weak. And in fact, I still haven't learned to walk totally normally yet, because my leg is still healing. Wow, it sounds like a broken kneecap might take a long time to heal. Yeah, it does. And that's kind of the thing about healing. God made it so that when our bodies are healing, most of the time, it takes quite a while before it actually feels better and feels stronger. So, what does that have to do with my broken heart? Well, just like God put those little calcium deposits in the crack of my knee bone to help it get stronger and to start healing, how about if we pretend that God can put His love in your broken heart and help it to feel stronger? That's a really amazing thought. God's love coming into my broken heart to make it feel stronger? Yeah. Isn't that a neat way to think about it? That just like my kneecap, it didn't get those little calcium deposits until it was actually broken. Well, maybe a heart, when it breaks open, maybe that's the perfect time for God's love to get right into that heart, because now there's some space for God's love to get in there, and He can drop His love in there and make your heart feel stronger and better too. Well, how will I know it's actually stronger? With this, since this is a paper heart, we could take some tape and help tape it and make it look a little nicer that way, or a little bit of glue, just like God's special glue on my knee, help my bone to grow back stronger. We could do that with tape or glue. But you know how you'll really know your heart is stronger? How? When you don't feel angry at little puppy Dobie anymore. Oh, yeah, because I did feel pretty angry at Dobie when he tore up my heart like that. Even though I don't think he knew what he was doing totally, but it still really hurt my heart and it made me sad. Yeah, I understand. And so if you imagine God's love filling up that little crack of your heart, perhaps you'll feel like forgiving little Dobie, and you'll feel better and you won't feel so sad. Do you think you're willing to try that? Yeah, but how does God's love get in my heart? Well, I think there's a lot of ways that can happen. Sometimes when we sing to God, that's a way to help make God's love go into our heart, because we're singing to Him and we're praising to Him, and that gives Him space to put His love in our hearts. But I think you could also read the Word, the Bible, or maybe you could pray and you could just say, "Dear God, please help your love to come into my heart and help it to heal." Do you think maybe you could do that? Yeah, I'm sure I could do that. Can I do that right now? Well, absolutely, Pocket Puppy. You can always pray. You never have to have a special time to pray. You can pray anytime. All right. Well, I'm going to pray right now. Dear God, you can see my broken heart, and I want your love to come right inside that crack, just like you helped Grammilee's knee grow back together. Can you help my heart feel better and feel stronger and peaceful and not angry anymore? Could you please help me with that? I thank you, God, that you are strong enough to do that, and I don't have to be angry anymore at Puppy Dobie. In Jesus' name, amen. Wow, Pocket Puppy, that was awesome. Are you starting to feel a little better already? Yeah, I really am. That's amazing. Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it? When we talk to God and when we spend time praying to Him, singing to Him, reading His Word, it does help our hearts very quickly to start feeling better. And you know what? I don't even think I'm going to take my heart back. You're not? No, because I want to remember that that little crack is just the place for God's love to get in. I always want there to be a little space for His love to get in my heart. So if it has to remain a little crack to do that, I'm okay with that. Wow, Pocket Puppy, that's really awesome. I don't think even I thought about that. Leaving a little crack sometimes in a broken heart, that could be just the place to let God work and keep His love and His healing going in there. That's a neat way to think of it. Well, thank you, Grammilee, for helping me think about my broken heart in a different way. Well, I want to thank God for that, because it's God who makes all the difference when we have a broken heart or a broken kneecap. God can bring healing to those things. He loves to do that. I bet He does. That's really cool. Hey, can I show you a book I have about feelings and emotions? Well, sure. I want to show it to you because, you know, God can help us with all kinds of feelings. Sad, scared. He can help us with all those feelings. So I wanted to show you my book. Okay, I'd be glad to look at that. Here it is. Can you help read it for everyone? Sure. I'll be glad to do that. It's called Amazing Feelings. This page says, I have many feelings. Happy, surprised, sad, angry, silly. I use my body to show how I'm feeling. How am I feeling? What do you think? Everybody who's here with us watching, how do you think this little boy's feeling? He's got a smile on his face. It looks like he's clapping. Did you say happy? Let's see if you're right. Happy! Awesome, you got it right. That little boy was happy. I like this book, Pocket Puppy. Let's look at the next page. How am I feeling? Look at this little girl. Oh, she has a sad face, doesn't she? I think she feels sad, don't you? Let's see if we're right. Sad. Yeah, sad. Aw. Yeah, he's not feeling too good either, is he? Yeah, and sometimes we do feel sad, just like Pocket Puppy's heart was feeling sad when it got torn in two. Okay, let's see what the next one is. How am I feeling? Do you see that her little mouth is open like, oh, what do you think? Did you say surprised? Let's see if we're right. Surprised, yeah. You know, there's different kinds of surprises, aren't there? There's sometimes happy surprises like, surprise, it's your birthday party. That's a fun surprise. But there can also be surprises we don't like too much. Like if somebody jumps out and scares you. Sometimes that can be funny, but sometimes that can be hard, right? So surprise can be happy, or it can feel kind of scary too, can't it? Let's see what's next. How am I feeling? Can you make a face like that? Yeah, that looks kind of grumpy, doesn't it? Maybe mad, maybe angry. Let's see. Ooh, it says angry. Look, have you ever been so angry you just want to go, ah, like a dinosaur? Sometimes we feel like that, don't we? Sometimes people can make us angry, or sometimes when things get broken, we get angry. It's hard when we feel angry. That's a feeling that we sometimes have. Let's see what's next. How am I feeling? Oh, have you ever made a face like that? I can't do it with both hands because I'm holding the book, but can you make a goofy face right now? I'll make one. And when we make that kind of face, how are we feeling? We're feeling kind of silly or fun. Let's see what it says. Silly! This little boy standing on his head, he feels silly. Well, that was a great book, Pocket Puppy. I really appreciate you sharing your book with us today, Pocket Puppy. I'm really glad you like my book. You know, we really do have all different kinds of feelings, don't we? Yeah, we do. God gave us all of those feelings. And so sometimes our hearts and our faces can show and feel how we feel. So have you noticed that our face and our mouth and our, well, I don't know about our nose, but we might squinch up our nose, our eyes, all of those things change depending on how we feel a lot of times. Have you ever noticed that? Well, I don't know if I ever thought about it. Can you tell me more about that, Grammilee? Well, I actually want to draw something to help us think about how we feel and our feelings. You can draw feelings, and that's really fun to do. Let me show you. All right. I've got my whiteboard, and I'm going to draw a big circle. All right. And you can do this where you are. If you're able to get some paper and a marker or a crayon or even a whiteboard, you can draw a big circle. I'm going to draw a face, and we're going to try to figure out which feeling I'm drawing. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to draw two eyes. All right, like that. I'm going to draw some eyeballs. All right, have you ever looked at your eyes really closely and noticed all the little parts of your eyes? Yeah, you have something called a pupil. That's the little black circle on your eyes. See, there's a pupil. Okay. There's some eyes. All right. Do you notice what I'm drawing now? What are those? Eyelashes? Yeah, we have eyelashes. Yeah, sometimes look in a mirror at your eyes and see all the little parts. You even have a few eyelashes on the bottom. Yeah. What are these things called up here above your eyes? My glasses don't get in the way. Your eyebrows, right? Well, your eyebrows you use in a lot of different ways. So if I draw eyebrows like this and I put them way over here on the side, that already makes the eyes kind of like they're doing this, right? Can you see my eyebrows moving? Yeah, like they're going up. I'm going to draw a little nose, just kind of like this, just a little simple nose. Okay, there's a little simple nose. But look how I'm going to draw the mouth. Do you see that mouth going? Yeah, look at that. That looks like that surprised face, doesn't it? Yeah, if you draw a mouth that's kind of an oval shape, it's kind of a circle or oval shape, it's going to make it look like it's surprised. What if I did this? What if I drew a tongue? Does that kind of look like a tongue inside that mouth? And then look right here, I could even draw a few little teeth right here. Wow. Do you see how this person looks surprised? And if I drew some hair on this person and I made the hair stand up, that really makes it look surprised, right? Okay, so by the way I drew it, it shows us the feeling of surprise. Now, if I erase this mouth and I change the eyebrows, okay, watch what I'm going to do this time. This time I'm going to move the eyebrows. I'm going to make some eyebrows, kind of some thick eyebrows right here and one right there. Uh-oh, do you see something happening? And then what if I do this? Uh-oh, do you see what's happening here? Ooh, does this person look mad or angry? Yeah, see, just by drawing those eyebrows, kind of like when you get your eyebrows squunched down and your mouth is, or it's kind of like that, a little bit open, it kind of looks like it could be angry. If I drew some teeth on there and I showed the teeth, or I drew some more teeth down here. Ooh, yeah. When you show the teeth, like have you ever seen an animal go, a dog growl, and they show their teeth? Yeah. Well, that makes it look angry, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to erase it again. All right. And I'm going to get rid of these angry eyebrows. See if I can erase those. Okay. And now I'm going to just draw some what I would call regular eyebrows, just right up here. There's a couple little regular eyebrows. And I'm going to draw, ooh, now our person's starting to look happy, aren't they? And if I want them to look really happy, look what I'm going to do. I drew a smile, but I'm going to draw another little smile and connect the corners right here. They're really starting to look happy. Sometimes I like to draw these little lines at the corners of the mouth. I think that looks extra happy. And if I draw one of those tongues in their mouth, maybe they're singing. And here's my teeth. Oh, yeah, they're really starting to look happy. Oh, yeah, don't you think she looks, I called her a she because I think I'm going to make her a girl. All right, but I'm going to change her hair, okay? I'm going to do some curly hair. How about that? Make it nice and long. Yeah. There we go. There, do you like my happy girl? Yeah. Isn't it amazing that just by changing our mouth, the shape of our mouth or the shape of our eyebrows, we can tell many times how someone is feeling. Okay, isn't that cool? All right, that's what we can do too. Can you practice? Can you practice making a big O smile? Now surprised, angry, Yeah. And sometimes I have this look on my face. I have kind of sleepy eyes. Do you ever feel that way? Yeah. I'm really thankful that God gave us so many cool emotions. Aren't you, Pocket Puppy? Pocket Puppy? Where are you? Surprise! Oh my goodness. Did that surprise you? Wow, Pocket Puppy. Were you trying to make me go, yeah, I was. Oh, well, you did. You surprised us. Did Pocket Puppy surprise you? That was funny. All right. Well, that was a fun surprise. Thank you, Pocket Puppy. And thank you, Pocket Puppy, for showing us your broken heart today. Yeah, but it's not feeling quite so broken now, since that's the place where God's love gets in. Well, I'm glad that you feel that way. It's kind of amazing because I was actually thinking of something that has to be broken for us to use it. It has to be broken. Yeah, let me give you a little hint. It's something that a lot of people like to eat for breakfast. But before you can eat it, you got to cook it. And before you cook it, you have to break it. Do you have any idea what that is? You got to break it before you cook it. And before you eat. Oh, I know, an egg. An egg. You have to break an egg before you get to cook it or eat it. Yeah, you do. You have to break an egg. So see, sometimes when things are broken, there can be good things that come out of them, like a really yummy scrambled egg breakfast. So I hope that this week, if you find that your heart feels a little broken, or that if you have a feeling or an emotion that feels a little hard, then I hope that you'll let God's love just come into the crack of your heart and to bring you love and to bring you peace this week. Thank you for sharing your time with Pocket Puppy and me. We're so happy that you joined us. Pocket Puppy, would you like to give them a hug before we leave? Yeah. Here we go. Ready? I'm going to give you a hug. That's a big squeeze for you. Oh, that was so kind. And I'm going to give a big hug to Pocket Puppy and a big hug for you. All right. I hope that you'll have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.